Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. We're due for a random run. Random one actually works totally fine as well if you want to be pedantic about it. And we randomed Cain again on the last run where we randomed Cain. We had one of my favorite runs of all time, but it was a little bit accidentally illegitimate, much like a lot of, you know, kings from the Middle Ages. Sort of, not really. There's not much precedent for that, I suppose. But, accidentally, of course. Where do I want to use this bomb? Here does seem like a pretty good option, so we'll put it down right there. See if maybe we get the small rock, which indeed we did. Might as well fight the bosses right away as well. But yeah, I basically, on that run, I used a seed, and I didn't realize that I had used a seed, and it was the same seed that I'd used on an earlier NLSS. Bob's your uncle. We end up having a very good run, but a very different run than the one we had the first time. But still, it kind of feels a little bit, not scummy, but like a little bit less legitimate than otherwise. But we did have a very good Isaac run recently, if I remember correctly. We won that last one. And, or was it a Samson run last? I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. Wins have been coming fast and furious, and that's a very good thing. And to be honest with you, this Cain run has started in very encouraging form. We have 3 HP, roughly Isaac's starting health. Well, definitely Isaac's starting health, but we have already defeated one boss as well, so it's worth keeping that in our rearview mirror, I suppose. We got another tinted rock here. I guess I'll do it. At this point, like, I've come to devalue Spirit Hearts to such a great extent in the early game that I kind of don't feel like it's worth a bomb to pick them up. I'm actually gonna experiment here and leave Holy Water behind. Because its potential upside is pretty terrible. And its potential downside is ruining a familiar, which would be awful. But anyway, we'll continue moving on here. We got 4 Spirit Hearts and a speed downgrade, which is fine, but a damage upgrade on our tiers, even better. Perhaps the most important thing with that last floor, beyond the HP upgrade and the damage upgrade, is that we're leaving with 2 keys, which means I don't have to worry on this floor about, at the very least, not being able to go to the item room. I still may be unable to go to the shop. That's okay. Shit happens. I might be able to get lucky and find the secret room, though. Usually the second floor is basically the ideal place to find it in the game. Maybe we can get some extra money there that will allow us to guilt-free go to the shop and actually buy something of value. We don't have a reroll or any spacebar item at all, so really we're kind of wide open with respect to items. We have to take what we can get, and in addition to that, we will want whatever we can get unless it's terrible. Holy Water has got to be like one of those very few passives that is so bad that despite the fact that it's a passive and just fits in over top of the existing run, I actually oftentimes, lately at least, hasn't shown up that frequently, thankfully, but lately I've just decided, you know what? Fuck Holy Water, we're not even going to pick it up. So we are up to 6 cents, 3 keys, and no rooms of value so far. There is a chest on this room. I was hoping maybe that we could open that chest and get to the secret room simultaneously, but it doesn't appear that that's going to be likely, but it might still be worthwhile to open it. We could get more bombs out of it, we could get more keys out of it, or we can get more money, or we can get a golden chest. There's a variety of things we could get from that, of course. Now, with 7 cents, one thing I haven't talked about here as we shoot the fire to try to mine some more gold, or mine some more ducats, I guess, is that there is a judgment available on this floor, and I never really gave too much conscious thought about the value proposition of how judgment compares to going to a shop. I think if we find a way to get to 15 cents, we'll probably go to the shop. If we don't find a way to get to 15 cents, we will probably go to the judgment, because I think it's, on average, more likely that judgment will pay out. Let's see what we get here. Another key and a bomb. That's actually very nice. 2 keys and a bomb for a bomb is a good trade. Almost accidentally quoted Kid Rock. And we get 2 more bombs out of it. I'm a little too lazy to actually run that math in my head, but 1 bomb and a key for what we got out of that seems like a pretty smoking deal. So we will check out our item room here, obviously. That's a requisite element of every floor. But yeah, I think judgments on average probably pay out a little bit faster than your average shop. So we get another kind of familiar or orbital of dubious quality here in the form of Guppy's hairball. It's less bad than we will get this chest, by the way. It's less bad than Holy Water because it doesn't have any ill effects except that it causes some people motion sickness, which is actually a pretty huge ill effect. That pill is tears up, which is awesome. But hopefully, you know, just try to focus. It's like a figure skater, focus on the same spot in the level, and as you're spinning, that'll provide an anchor for you, and hopefully you won't find yourself throwing up just because of this weird little orbital movement. In any case, I get motion sickness all the time, like almost any first-person shooter I play. Especially games that really harp pretty heavily on that like Portal kind of style of movement. or games that fuck with your perception. Anti-Chamber is a good example of that, which I think is a great game that I will never be able to fully enjoy as a result of the fact that my motion sickness is just crazy. TB is the same way, I know, and that's why he harps so much on FOV sliders. People make fun of him for it, but it's a big deal, man. Not being able to experience the games that you want to experience is real damn annoying. There actually is a chance that our secret room is right here, weirdly enough. It wasn't, and we got 1 penny back as a result, but we might be able to go to our shop with 6 keys. I'm at least willing to check. So we'll see what we've got going on in here. There actually is a 7-cent Nun's Habit, so I'm very glad I went through with that. Unfortunately, it means that it's extremely unlikely that I'll be able to get anything out of Judgment here, but I will give him 1 penny, just in case. It's happened before. It could happen again. Let's put the penny in here. Holy shit, it actually worked. And we got a coin purse. And are these tiers upgrades? Oh, we got a telepills. Okay, well, it's good to know that the telepills exist. We can use that effectively, maybe after the mom boss fight if we don't get anything else we want to carry with us. Do we know what this is? A range upgrade and a health upgrade. Holy shit. Okay, so for 8 cents, we got Nun's Habit, health up, range up, and 2 telepills. That's a pretty crazy deal. Mind you, we don't have a spacebar item to make very good use of our Nun's Habit right now, but it's worth getting to future-proof us nonetheless. Let's see what we've got from, and this is only the 2nd floor. That's the other thing. I was like, well, you know, we are getting a little bit further into the game here. Literally true. We are getting a little bit further into the game, but this is a very, very good setup. I forgot we were Kane, by the way. I was a little bit nervous about the kind of pills we might be getting from the coin purse there, but actually, since we are Kane, obviously the coin purse is one of the best upgrades we could possibly hope for if our pill rotation is at least half decent. So we get Pageant Boy, which we can't reroll. I got hit by a fly there. Are you effing my B? I'm actually okay with this because maybe it'll give us enough money to go to the shop on the next floor, and we can't reroll it anyway. And inside of our Deal with the Devil room, we get Book of Belial and 9 lives. We're going to end up taking Book of Belial here. Even though it's not fantastic, we've got something that we can use in addition to, or in conjunction with the Nun's Habit now. Might as well. And of course, you know, if we end up coming across a blood bank or something like that on an arcade or via a temperance card, it's going to be very nice to have an item that we can use like this as effectively as possible. We are on Catacombs Part 1. The boss is right here. So I was very tempted to use Book of Belial straight away, but instead I'm not going to. Oh my god, Guppy's hairball saved my life there. Not saved my life, but saved me from taking damage. Don't want to be too hyperbolic, but still, thank you very much to Guppy's hairball for that. So we can't quite fly yet. I do think I stand a reasonable chance at getting a Deal with the Devil, considering we did just take a Deal with the Devil on the last floor. Am I incorrect and do Deals with the Devil only show up on even-numbered floors? I don't think that's the case, but I've been, you know, Biznap a couple months ago, actually, it was probably like close to half a year ago now, blew my fucking mind when he told me for the first time that arcades only spawn on even-numbered floors and XL floors. Oh, that was the worst damage. I really thought I could dodge that one. I was like, wait a minute, how did I not notice that over the course of, you know, at that point, like 550 videos? Oh, right, because I'm not that observant. So there's our HP back in compensation for us picking up Book of Belial. Shop, item room still open here, maybe a library. Not that I would necessarily want to visit the library and get whatever bullshit it has. We already have what I would consider to be probably the best book in the game. Although in conjunction, in synergy with Book of Belial, there might be better items than the Nun's Habit. Sorry, in conjunction with Nun's Habit, there might be better books than Book of Belial is actually where I wanted to go with that one. I got it mixed up a little bit. But yes, with Book of Belial, I suppose there are better better items than Nun's Habit. Anything that gives us more damage, I suppose. Can't believe I didn't take damage there. Weirdly enough, I ended up not really being reprimanded for that terrible mistake. I took damage, but I didn't take damage twice, which it looked like I would. Alright, 2 more cents. Did I accidentally? No, okay. I thought maybe I spawned 2 waves by accident. Luckily, we did not, and Guppy's hairball growing quite large right now. Actually doing what appears to be some serious damage when it runs into enemies, which is rarely, but whenever I dodge effectively from a combat standpoint, that can help me out quite. You see that? I just killed it from the ooze state in one go there. I believe the way that Guppy's hairball works, and I don't talk about it that much because A, I'm a little bit ignorant of it, and B, I don't get Guppy's hairball all that often, is every time you kill an enemy with it or hit an enemy with it, it gets larger. We're checking. Oh. Well, you know what? We're not going to buy Blue Candle anyway, even though I like it. So why don't we just buy the pill instead? And it's a range upgrade, which is not amazing, but sure. We learned. Yeah, every time you hit an enemy with it, it grows larger and maybe even more powerful. And it gets smaller once you actually get hit yourself, I think. Or once you leave this room after you get hit. So we've got 2 telepills now. We'll check out our item room. Item room contains Mr. Mega, which is actually really nice because now this gives me a good opportunity to look for the secret rooms. I've kind of been... No, that was bad. I've kind of been misplaying the run so far, I'll admit. I've taken some bad damage, some damage I'm not necessarily thrilled about. Now, I should be able to do this. Oh, actually, we already have bombs at Mr. Mega level strength. This probably didn't affect it at all. That's good, though. We got a key and a penny and a unicorn horn, which is not worth anything for us, unfortunately, but we can put out that fire super easily. Was there anything else we wanted? I mean, we could buy a spirit heart, but I think I'm just going to telepills out. Hey, that's kind of exactly what I was hoping for, actually. So we have a weird kind of like pseudo shop here, but we picked up a lot of money. And Abel's fine. We're not going to be able to take the other telepills with us, but this is basically what we wanted, so I can't feel too bad about it. I think we'll take the bomb bag with us, because it's 15 cents, and we got more than 15 cents on this room anyway. And we'll head down to the next floor. And it's been a lucky run so far, a very weird run so far. That's all okay in my books. And I'm feeling cautiously optimistic about this run, shall we say. I've taken way too much damage. Just a ton of spirit hearts lost. Luckily, we had a ton of spirit hearts to lose. It's time to get serious and start, you know, making some positive things happen here. Not taking so much dumb damage. I think we can make this run work. Not that it's even going to be that big of a challenge, because we have gotten some pretty extreme luck so far in the form of, you know, good pills, that judgment paying out with an HP upgrade after only 1 cent, getting the nun's habit, etc., etc. I am error room, which now has us with way more than enough money to actually buy whatever's in the next shop, which I'm assuming is probably going to be a mini boss, but we'll see. We also got the bomb bag. I don't want to say for free, but it was basically for free, let's be honest. Unfortunately, due to it being a Curse of Blindness floor, we did kind of get shoehorned or hamstrung into going into the library here, but we got a penny as a result for our key, which is not a great trade, and Mom's purse, which we will absolutely pick up. And you know what? I think I'm totally okay picking up the key as well. You never know, maybe we'll get more golden chests. You never know if you don't go. Also, you'll never shine if you don't glow. Is that really true? I'm not really a luminologist, but Steve Harwell apparently is. I'll ask him. We're on a first name basis with each other. I just call him Smash. He calls me Mouth. It's pretty cool. We're best friends. I wrote I'm a Believer for him. A lot of people seem to think it's this shitty band from the 60s called the Monkees or something like that. No, man. I wrote it. I was 11, and I was like, oh, Shrek looks cool. I'll send in some fan mail to DreamWorks Pictures. And then they're like, hey, you seem like an erudite young man. Would you like to write a song for the Steve Harwell? I was like, who's that? I knew who it was. I just wanted to play it cool. Alright, so we got Kamikaze in our item room. Obviously, that's terrible. Book of Belial, substantially better, but so be it. We could hurt ourselves with Kamikaze to maybe get one of these keys, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to trade 2 bombs for 2 keys, which seems like a reasonably smart deal to me. We've got the bomb bag, so bombs should be easy to come by, or easier to come by at least than keys. And again, still, you know, New Year's resolution of not taking dumbass damage is not really coming true. Still in quite a pickle here, as I only have 2 hearts left, and we are on the caves. So if I die on the caves on a run like this, I'll be pretty displeased with my overall performance. Now, I mean, the reason that this is bad beyond just, like, being poor form is that I am lowering my chances of getting a deal with the devil, which really sucks because getting something like the Mark or the Pact would actually be a huge boon for me, along with, of course, Mom's Knife, Brimstone, etc., etc. And unfortunately, we're not going to get anything of value from this item room except for the pony if we want to run with it, but I actually think that it's Book of Belial substantially better than the pony, even though I don't think the pony's as bad as a lot of people make it out to be. Although I will say with the release of Wrath of the Lamb, which was like, goddamn, 2 years ago now, pony got a lot worse because there were more passive flying items added into the game. They didn't nerf the pony, they just made so many other items better that, you know, the pony kind of looks shitty in comparison. So we picked it up so it won't come back. We did get a deal with the devil. And we find some Guppy items inside, and it's a little tempting. If we pick up Guppy's paw, then we could get to like 9 spirit hearts. I still don't think it's worth it, though. Have we been to the shop? We went to the shop, we went to the item room. I think we went to everything on this floor. I apologize if I missed some, but yeah, we're not going to take those deals with the devil. Might end up being a bit of a catastrophic mistake, but what's more catastrophic is really the fact that we're still only on 4 HP when we had 3 on the very first floor. And all we've really taken from deals with the devil is Guppy's, or sorry, Book of Belial. Allow me to caffeinate here for a second. Hope you guys like that slurping sound. It's totally not gross. I think we're going to do the glitch. I mean, I don't know if the glitch actually works with Mr. Mega, but we're going to put this bomb down here. And that's going to give us a lot of money. And this golden chest, which was not really that valuable. But at least we did pick up like 8 cents as a result of that. 8 cents and a half heart for 1 bomb is a pretty good deal. Oh, 1 bomb and 1 key, I should say. The deal becomes a little bit less good now, but that's okay too. Kind of want to free that neutral fly, which I just did. Just so I can, you know, maneuver kind of freely around the level without having to worry about things. And we will go to this curse room. Because I think it's an incredibly smart idea. There could be a free deal with the devil item in there. And there is! It's Guppy's tail. So yes, all 4 Guppy items have showed up again. And again, I have forsaken my, my love for Guppy. Out of the risk, or out of the fear of being killed. So, it's kind of, unfortunate, I guess. We've had a lot of chances to become Guppy lately that I've kind of botched. But we can still make this run happen regardless. We got another golden chest there. I will open it. It was risky, but I think that did take us just over 15 cents, so at least there's an important threshold in there somewhere. And I imagine we'll probably fight a mini-boss on this floor, but let's talk about that later. I imagine we'll probably fight a mini-boss on this floor, but if we don't, so be it. Game is starting to get a little bit shitty for my taste. No reason to mince words, in my opinion. Giving us a lot of shitty items on item rooms. This is our 5th item room. We've gotten, from the item rooms, we've gotten Guppy's hairball, which was good, and we picked up. What else? Oh man, bomb bag totally gets bigger as Guppy's hairball grows too. That's weird. We've also gotten Kamikaze, wonderful. Holy water, wonderful. And now the shears, pardon me, when we already have deal with, or Book of Belial, from a deal with the devil, admittedly. So I think that's been pretty awful item rooms so far. Our shops have been pretty good. Nun's Habit. Mom's Purse, so if we ever get another trinket, that'll be awesome for us. And that's about it. We also got an I Am Air room and a quick paying out judgment. And these are the things keeping me alive right now. Pardon me. These are the things giving me a chance. Oh my god, I've become Tom Waits again. You'll have to excuse me for a second. Seriously though, you may have to excuse me for a second. It seems that it's cleared up. It's getting a little phlegmy. That's okay. It's like the lead singer of Motorhead. Lemmy. Wouldn't it be great if Lemmy was from, like, Belgium? And then you could call him, like, Flemish Lemmy? That doesn't really work, does it? Is Flemish a Belgian thing? I think it is. It's either Belgian or Dutch, and I apologize because I know that those countries have a little bit of a rivalry. So if I offended you as a Dutch person, or as a Belgian person, or as a Dutch rudder, or as a Belgian waffle, then I apologize. That's, if I had to characterize my sense of humor in a nutshell, it would be completely sarcastic apologies, which are largely more offensive than the thing that I'm apologizing for. It's all done in jest. That doesn't necessarily make it okay. And we do have a shop here. I would be shocked if this is not greed. It had to be. It was just, we've come too far not encountering greed for this to not be greed. And I'm really hoping we get a deal with the devil here. If we don't get a deal with the devil, we're gonna have some problems because, well, that's not totally true. We can still make it work if we get some HP. And I could use Book of Belial more often, but I'm saving it for the boss room. We found our second secret room. Inside was 2 bombs. That's wonderful. Everything's just wonderful right now. Oh, I really kind of want to use Book of Belial here. Necropolis 1 is a tricky floor, but we've gotten a pretty easy seed of it for the first little while here, until now. Oh my, where did that mask come from? It came from beyond the grave. Give it a second here. Be cool. Okay, we're safe. We got the range necessary to get out of this one. 3 bombs. If I could just sneak 1 bomb in, it's like a fucking night bombing mission in Arnhem. Operation Market Don't Die. Oh, shit. Oh, snap, we made it. Okay, that was very scary. I kind of want to open some more of these golden chests now. Because that might give me some more HP, which I could use to survive. Definitely don't, or didn't earn a deal with the devil on this floor, no question about that. And inside of that, we find a half red heart. That's probably the only time in my entire life I won't feel salty about that. And I think there's another golden chest over here. Since we already have 2 keys, and that's, you know, shop item room on the next floor, I feel pretty good about just going to town on it, basically. So we'll open it up, and we got some money and a bomb. Not worth as much as the key, and definitely not worth as much as the red heart. So I'm gonna caffeinate up a little bit. Maybe look for the secret room as I make my way to this boss area, where if we fight Mask of Infamy, that'll just be the end. It can be Mask of Infamy. No game would be that cruel to me as to give me a Mask of Infamy room just before Mask of Infamy. That just wouldn't be the right thing to do. It probably breaks like the Geneva Convention code. You know, written by Dan Brown, starring Tom Hanks and Aubrey Tautou from the movie formerly known as Amelie. Currently also known as Amelie, but formerly it was known as Amelie as well. Just regular old Loki. That's way better than the other things we could be dealing with right now. So, we'll kill Loki. The spike is by far the most annoying part of this boss fight, because it homes in on us for reasons unbeknownst, or at least it seems to. And if I just, like, get a... Oh, my God. Well, we'll use a second Book of Belial. Weirdly enough, Loki is actually outpacing me here. If I die against Loki, I am not going to be thrilled about my lot in life. Here we go. Just get the fuck out of the way. Spike's just moving back and forth like a Dismemberment Plan song. But if I could just seriously... There we go. Oh my god, I may actually die here. Kill... Oh shit, we made it. And we got a range upgrade for all of our troubles. You know, for all of the luck that we've had so far in this run, and we have had some good luck, play has been really bad. I've been playing poorly. I'll just admit that outright, because there's no point in denying it when, you know, 25, 30,000 people are going to see it and be able to judge for themselves. Been playing pretty poorly. That being said, the game has not given us a lot of tolerance on this run either. Item rooms have been predominantly garbage. Guppy's Hairball, when Guppy's Hairball ranks as one of the best items you've gotten, that's how you know you've got some problems. I think the other one that was actually half decent for us was Mr. Mega. It's those two, Mr. Mega and Guppy's Hairball. You can't build a run on that. Mind you, our pills have been good, but that's just par for the course because we're Kane. Not that that, you know, vindicates me at all. I'm just saying that we haven't gotten as many advantages as I would normally hope to get to have a successful run. So I definitely, this is also the position you don't want to be in. Try to kill the bomb fly right next to the rocks so you can get a half heart, otherwise you'll probably die. Lucky Toe does work in conjunction with Mom's Purse, and Odd Mushroom, almost by default, becomes by far the best item that we've gotten from an item room over the course of this game. A little bit of a damage upgrade, it's Fat Odd Mushroom, and the HP upgrade, very useful as well. Let's get some HP. Not sure what else we're going to be able to make do with on this floor. Just want to finish my didgeridoo impression. Okay. What do we need? We're not going to get a Deal with the Devil on this floor. Like 90% odds. 9 out of 10. We're not going to get a Deal with the Devil. Probably more than that. It's probably like a 19 out of 20. So like 95% odds we're not going to get a Deal with the Devil. It requires a very specific set of conditions, and then for the conditions to actually fire, which doesn't always have a great chance of working out. Okay, just back this up over here. In addition, we've already gone to our item room. We have one more shop remaining. I would be surprised if this shop contains greed. I had to open this just because I need the hearts. Otherwise, I could actually die on my way to the mom fight. And there's no excuse for me dying on the way to the mom fight. I'll admit, I have not had a great run so far, but there's no reason I should die before mom on a run like this where I've at least gotten something. But I am a little bit rusty today, and maybe I'm due for a shit run. Let's see what we've got in here. Ooh, plenty of money. Now, we just need to start stacking up some red hearts. So don't be afraid to use Book of Belial if necessary, and try not to dodge into any other enemy shots, you damn idiot. Well, obviously we can't do anything with that. Let's see. I am totally going to use Book of Belial on this room. This should be, truth be told, one of the easiest rooms that we could possibly encounter for our standards. The enemies are slow-moving, predictable, and can only hit you if you're very close to them. Mind you, they hit a lot, but we're kind of insulated to that pressure right now as a result of the fact that we're nearly dead anyway. This is a dead end, speaking of which. I hope that doesn't end up being the most fitting name of all time. If we pull this one back, that would be a triumphant story. We have 69 cents. Is that the sign that we've needed from above? Red heart's starting to fall from the sky. Now we can't go into our shop, but so be it, I guess. We're alive. So from mom, I almost like, at this point, if the HP upgrade isn't meat, I don't even know if it's worth, or I mean, it's still worth picking up, obviously, but I don't know if it's the best item that we can get. We've almost got to hope for, like, Hail Mary style, pentagram, I don't know, like fucking squeezy or something. The tears upgrade at this point might be more valuable than the HP upgrade. Plus the spirit hearts also would be nice, so we can go to our shop here, which is good now. Book of Belial is charged up. Kind of tempted to use it, but also tempted to save it. Because you never know if we might end up running into a mini-boss inside of that shop. Safety cap, substantially better than Lucky Toe, but we can carry both of them for now. And we'll be able to... Okay, be cool, be cool. We'll be able to take a safety cap with us. More pills is always good when you have a pill rotation like we have right now as Kane. Health up, tears up. I think that's... Well, we saw a range upgrade too, and telepills. So, I mean, there's good and bad, but more good than bad, I would say. It's the ladder. We have money, so I almost feel like we should just buy the ladder just to have it. We'll also pick up the Spirit Heart, and we got the Hermit card. Which, the Hermit card actually does allow us to potentially snag a deal with the devil after the mom fight, so that might be worthwhile. You know, this is a bit of a scary situation here. Scary because I could possibly gamble myself to death, but what we're going to do is come into this arcade, and we should win on the fortune teller every single time. The problem is we won't win very many red hearts, obviously, but that's fine. We can get more tarot cards of, you know, suspect use. More money is cool, too. We can maybe get the crystal ball. I wouldn't necessarily want it, but it would give me a spirit heart or a tarot card in and of itself. Now, do we want to take safety cap with us or cancer? I honestly think safety cap is actually better for us. It's not even theoretically better to take cancer into the mom fight with Lucky Toe. It's, like, objectively better, but... This is the way we're going to roll with it. We're going to take Safety Cap Lucky Toe into the fight just to avoid complicating things too much. And we have the Empress card and the Hermit card. I think we take the Hermit card and then we get the Empress card on the way back. And we're gambling like crazy on this Fortune Teller, largely for the Tarot card and Spirit Heart bonus. But additionally, I do want, if possible, to play the Blood Bank. So the more red hearts we get, the better. Getting another HP plus speed upgrade would be super nice. You might be here for a little while, but that's okay too. Is that 2 Empress cards now? I believe it is. And even if the tick shows up, we can still... I mean, the worst case scenario, we'll be stuck with the tick plus something else. And at this point, Maggie's Faith is actually looking more tempting than Safety Cap because of its guaranteed HP upgrade every floor, at least as long as we have Spirit Hearts to back it up. What do we get? The Tower card. Bloody Penny. Bloody Penny is a good one here. Because... every time we pick up money, we will have a chance to pick up some red hearts in addition to it, which will really allow us to gamble a lot on this blood bank. So let's go to town on this for a second here. Obviously, the HP upgrade is of critical importance here if we can possibly snag it. You can do it. Well, alright, we didn't get as much as I'd hoped for there. Plenty of tarot cards here. Almost too many. There's like 9 tarot cards on the ground. We got Crystal Ball. So that simplifies that situation a little bit. And we get our final payout of a Spirit Heart. What do you got for me? More red hearts. Okay, we still got Bloody Penny and Maggie's Faith here. This is where we find our seam and we start opening it. Another tarot card is the Hermit here. And we're going to be able to play this Crystal Ball a lot. Want to earn a lot of Spirit Hearts, a lot of tarot cards off of this bad boy. Unfortunately, we got the IV bag, which at this point is just kind of comical. Oh well, though, I suppose. We actually did maybe earn a little HP off of that. Now, I think we can actually basically repeat the same thing out here. So let's just start gambling on this bad boy right here. And we should be able to launder our red hearts into Spirit Hearts. This might actually be something that gives us a chance to succeed. And that's kind of comical to me because, effectively, as long as this thing lives, I can turn red hearts into Spirit Hearts plus tarot cards in addition to it. So there's some huge gains of trade happening here. We just like tons of Hermit cards as well. But we're gonna try to work with this. Is that 2 of Hearts? It is 2 of Hearts. So if somehow we can actually get some more red hearts, preferably get up to like 2.5 or something like that, then all right. Well, we're gonna need to come back in here and gamble a little bit then on this guy. 2 of Hearts. It's not really that good for us, but that's fine. All right. Well, that paid out quite nicely right off the bat. We can go back there if we want to, but I'd almost rather just win some right off the bat. We know, are there any, like, let's just take a quick glance at our tarot cards here. Emperor, good card. Tower, shitty. Don't want to use it, though, because it'll blow some stuff up. Empress, Death, Strength. I don't know, I should have popped that on the next floor, but that's okay. You know what we can actually do is, because we get twice as many plays on the IV bag as we do on the blood bag, or blood bank without taking damage, I think it's worthwhile to just, use the IV bag as many times as we can, and with Bloody I didn't have Bloody Penny active. Fucking god darn it. Tarnation. Is Tarnation one of those things that's really insulting that I don't realize it? Maybe, maybe not. There we go. We got 2 of hearts. Let's win some more red hearts here. That was really stupid of me to do that. I think it's a smart idea as long as we have Bloody Penny. All we need is like 1 red heart to get this started. We could even do it with spirit hearts and generate more red hearts, but that's okay. 1 second. I'm gonna recaffeinate. I'm interested to see how this works out. Not a good payout. You know what? I'll use 1 spirit heart to generate some more red hearts, because we'll get more red hearts as a result of doing this as well. Or sorry, we'll get more spirit hearts as a result of doing this as well when we use Crystal Ball on the blood bank. Alright, so Bloody Penny paid out reasonably well. How many we have? Oh, because we use strength, we have that. So I need another half red heart to be able to use 2 of hearts effectively. I would totally sacrifice another spirit heart to make that happen. Let's just keep this going for a second, though. The gambling's going well here. It's kind of like a, you know, a crossword puzzle. We're starting to... At first, this arcade looked like just your regular old arcade, just a bunch of boxes with words, right? Now we're starting to actually make it hum a little bit. I will sacrifice another spirit heart, by the way, to do this, because it totally works. Oh, we wouldn't even be sacrificing the spirit heart. Here we go. Tell me this works. Come on. That's not enough. We actually lost health there. But we still only need one red heart to make this fucking work. Basically to use 2 of hearts in a way that I can get back to full health so I can gamble more on the blood bank. We're just kind of killing time here for right now, and I don't like doing that, but this guy refuses to pay out, so I'm not sure what else there is for me to do here. Now the real question is, do I want to stick with the Crystal Ball, or do I want to go with Bloody Penny? Or sorry, do I want to go with Book of Belial? I don't know, man. Our damage is okay. I kind of feel like Crystal Ball might be the right play for us, because it also gives us that map and compass functionality. So we're going to leave. Now we can use the 2 of hearts card effectively. We'll also open this golden chest, because... No! Fuck! I'm displeased. Well, now that that is over, we're going to stick with the Crystal Ball. I think it's the right play with Nun's Habit. We'll go fight Mom. We'll use the Hermit card, see if we can snag a deal with the devil. The fact that that golden chest paid out with a living bomb is just comical to me at this point. It's been a long run, which is actually a good thing. Well, it's not long yet, but it's shaping up to be. Which is what I say prior to intercourse every time. It's good to have a little bit of foreplay dirty talk, you know? Wow, Guppy's hairball did some serious damage right off the bat here in this fight, and which is great, don't get me wrong. But yeah, the fact that it paid out like that is so infuriating. And I actually, you know, if you watch closely, I am trying to use Guppy's hairball effectively. It's not as easy as you might think. We'll wait for the foot to come down, and then we just do like a whoa, 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 and then we get a little bit of a, like some reverb going on there. Not reverb, but I guess maybe that's a physicsy way of describing reverb. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And that's not gonna do it. We need to have like a larger kind of burst to it, like that right there. That's pretty good. Alright, so this is almost over, and we won't have a full Crystal Ball charge at the end of this, but we will try to Hermit out, and then come back in, see if we've earned a deal with the devil. At the very least, I mean, it might seem like that shop didn't turn out as well as it could have, and you'd be right, it didn't turn out as well as it could have. That being said, we're going to stick with Safety Cap instead of Cancer, or instead of Maggie's Faith here. I just think the pills maybe are going to be more effective. But, yeah, it maybe wasn't as good as it could have been, but we still didn't lose any health, which is pretty important, and we gained so much fucking HP. Tower's not the card we want. Death is not the card we want. Empress is the card we want. Emperor is good as well, but with Compass and Map in the form of the Crystal Ball here, we should be fine. Yeah, we gained so much HP in the form of Spirit Hearts. So, we laundered Red Hearts into Spirit Hearts and still came out ahead in basically every metric, I think. It's the kind of decision that may actually allow for a win. Maybe. IV Bag was a bad pickup. There's nothing we can really do about it. I don't think I used it effectively after it came out. No deal with the devil, which is kind of, you know, understood. Fair enough. We're on the Womb Part 1. Crystal Ball ain't gonna help us here, unfortunately. Well, it's gonna help us gain Spirit Hearts. Those pills did nothing except change our facial features a little bit. Can't really do too much on that room. Will we go to the Curse Room? Absolutely, because going to the Curse Room, even though we can't fly, will give us a full Crystal Ball charge, which will probably pay for itself into Spirit Heart, and on the, like, greatest upside, could possibly give us a better Tarot card or something like that. Not that we need one right now. And we actually gained Spirit Hearts for going in, and then Crystal Ball paid out with another one. So we ended up picking up 2 Spirit Hearts. Net gross, I think there. Net gross? That doesn't really make any sense. Net, although gross net makes way more sense. Whether you're a fisherman or an internet person. Shows how down I am with the new technology these days. Are you an internet person? Have you experienced erections online? Then call Hammer, and Cunts, and we'll sort you right out. I don't know. This. I really love the idea that there are lawyers out there who put ads on TV. That seems like the greatest marketing of all time to me. Like, I'm watching Judge Judy, and it's like, have you been in a car accident recently? And you're like, well, you know, your odds of that probably go way up because I'm watching Judge Judy on, like, a fucking Thursday on at 1 p.m., right? And if you have the metrics, you know this is like episode 6 that I've actually sat through. Then you should call us. Why? Because we put an ad on television. Don't do any research online. Just look at this. I got a snazzy phone number. It's 666 get paid. Call 666 get paid, and we'll make sure that you get paid because we bought the phone number. And man, we are predictable creatures, aren't we? And then like there are lawyers in. I grew up in. What you could basically call it like southeastern Ontario in Canada, which basically borders a lot of the northeastern U.S. states. Particularly New York State we can get to in like a half hour. Well, maybe like 2 or 3 hours actually. It's been a while since I lived there, forgive me. And you know, Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut, stuff like that, fairly close by. And I would always watch like American channels on TV, and there'd be ads that like, the heavy hitters are all you need, call 1-800-10-1333, and you're like, you are a lawyer, and yet you have like a marketing team, or you like invested money into making a jingle. There's something wonderful about that from like a just pure like capitalism standpoint. I am using the worst Mr. Mega Bombs of all time. Might as well just save the rest for the mom fight, or mom's heart fight, I should say. It's just, and I'm not even being facetious. I think it's great that these lawyers make commercials, just because it's like, I don't know. I want to go to the lawyer who doesn't have the commercial, because he's not sitting in his office being like, how am I gonna make more money? Oh, we'll, you know, go on Judge Judy. I want the lawyer who's like, how will I make more money? I'm gonna study more law, win more cases, and hopefully build a reputation that brings people to me. I don't know. Maybe I have an overly naive viewpoint of the law profession, but something tells me I don't. Now, we're going to hopefully kill Skolex. It took a surprisingly long time, not because we're weak, but just because it's difficult to hit him. Now we get the pact and the ability to fly. I'm going to double down on this. Obviously, we're going to be hurt as a result. High Priestess is whatever. I think the Empress card is better for us. Obviously, we've gotten hurt as a result of this, but I do think this is still the right play. The only question is whether or not we're able to generate enough Spirit Hearts to keep our expensive damage habits alive. And I'm a little bit suspicious of that, but at the very least, this run has turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to turn out just merely a couple of floors ago. Pretty soon, I do think the Crystal Ball is an inspired pickup, by the way. I mean, it's not like we, like, brainstormed the idea for the item and then it showed up. It just kind of showed up, but taking this instead of Book of Belial, I do think gives me a substantially better chance of success. And we may actually be able to snag this one from the Jaws of Defeat. Normally, I snatch defeat from the Jaws of Victory. This time, we might be able to turn that around. Now, you're done, and you are also done. Again, if we end up winning on this run, I would like to just say or reiterate for like the 30th time that my opinion on the Binding of Isaac in terms of like getting a quality run is largely that if you just survive long enough, you can usually make it happen. My entire strategy in the Binding of Isaac is not only about maximizing gain, but also like, you know, if you just keep yourself alive for like 6 or 7 floors, one good item will show up and then maybe you can make something happen. Truth be told, only getting 4 Spirit Hearts out of that Fortune Teller was palatable to me from the standpoint of somebody who doesn't want to waste too much time, but I was content to sit there and play that Fortune Teller until it stopped paying out, because it would have given us the greatest chance possible of success, of course. And 4 Spirit Hearts is really, really nice, don't get me wrong, but certainly I was hoping that maybe it would just pay out for like 70 plays. Not all of them would have been Fortune Tellers, some of them would have been trinkets. Which would have been fine as well, although it's hard for me to fathom something much better than the safety cap. Maybe Mom's Pearl we would go with instead of the safety cap, but, you know, the safety cap is largely paid out with range upgrades so far, so I think I might have been better off going with Maggie's Faith. So be it, though. We are actually at the point where we can maybe get permanent Polaroid invincibility, which is a benefit in and of itself. It doesn't seem worth it. Alright. Mom's Heart. I expect that this will be relatively easy, and we'll also be pretty quick to garner a Crystal Ball charge on the next floor, which is pretty important for determining where the heck we're supposed to be going. The Pact was a good pickup. Up our damage. Our tiers have already been upped a couple of times as a result of various items and pills. Ooh, that was awesome. We're about halfway through Mom's Heart here. And really, it doesn't get more difficult. As long as we just get in the proper kind of timing here, it's all good. Probably should not have used that Crystal Ball right away. That was stupid on my part. But it did garner me a Spirit Heart right away. And if I get hit again, then I'll be glad I did it. But I probably won't. Disregard the sirens. It's okay. I live in a good area, but there's like a main thoroughfare near me, which is apparently motorcycle and ambulances are us. And I always feel like an ass because I'm like, oh, could you like stop with the sirens? And every time I realize that every time I hear one of those sirens, some family is going through like its version of its own worst nightmare, right? Like someone had a heart attack or fell down the stairs or like a leg's been broken or something like that. It's never, sirens are never a good thing. Unless, like, your house is being robbed and you call the police. Then it's still not a good thing. It's just a good thing the sirens are on their way. But yeah, I think it's okay to still complain about stuff like that as long as I also have the perspective. I'm like, oh, I don't wish that these people would not call an ambulance. Let's put it that way. I just wish that I didn't live in an area where the ambulances came. Is that so bad? I think it's okay to say that. So we can see which direction we're supposed to be going, and, you know, spoilers, it's sure as fuck not this direction. What is this tarot card? The Fool. Well, you know what, we can use that Fool card a little bit. Okay, now he's coming back the other direction. False alarm. So now we're not actually going to take any damage from going into that room. What we're going to do... Oh, this was not the right way to go, but that's okay, because Monstro 2 is an easy fight here. But what we're going to do is look for some more red hearts, and when we have red hearts, we will... especially if we get to a half-heart interval, we can make some really good stuff happen with this Demon Judgment. Maybe pick up an incredible item and improve our chances even further. We have no orbitals, so as good as this run is going right now, and I never thought I'd say that on this run, but as good as this run is going right now, we're not really a good match for the late-game boss fights, so we'll see how that works out. Yes, I know I left the Empress card behind. You know me well enough to know that there's a pretty good chance that I will continue to leave it behind, but, you know, I do want to revisit that Demon Judgment if I remember to do so. Let's see what we've got in our secret room. Okay, another fortune teller. They seem to explode after like 3 plays. That's the Emperor card, which is actually nice. Maybe we'll be able to use that on the next floor. And plenty of trinkets so far. I'm going to take another second to recaffeinate here. We've gotten extremely lucky, by the way, to get as many fortune tellers as we have. Even though none of them have really paid out that fantastically. That Tears upgrade is really nice, though. Even though none of them have paid out that fantastically, we've still gotten very lucky. So I do want to stick with the safety cap. Come on. There we go. Oh, we got to do it one more time. There we go. That's the combination we want. Oh, no, we got the matchstick. Fuck it, it's not that big of a deal. As much as I wanted to be anal about it, it's okay. I could rather just be banal about it. Did anyone, I mean, we're way past the point of, like, Dark Knight, Rise's parodies, but did anyone do, like, a Bane anal video? I'm sure it had to happen, right? The world card is actually useless for us, so I'm just gonna pop it right away. And now, the beautiful thing about what we've got going on here, I didn't even realize there was a half heart there. The beautiful thing about what we've got going on here is even if Demon Judgment doesn't pay out right away, we can sacrifice 1 Spirit Heart and get more plays on it. Actually, we got the Game Kid. Ugh. We can maybe get back to full health, but so be it. We've gone down that road and it didn't really work out for us. We'll definitely get to a half-heart interval again. Maybe I didn't get it because it was on the spikes, or maybe I teleported out. I can't remember. Let's make our way to this Isaac fight. We still don't have enough keys to actually... Oh, careful. We still don't have enough keys to actually open all the items on the chest, which is always frustrating. Not that this is a lost run at all, but it does make it a little bit more difficult to win. Yeah, admittedly. Now, let's try not taking so much damage. It's a novel strategy, but generally I've been reading online, and the less you get hit, the more you tend to win. So I'm thinking that, ooh, if we just maybe get hit a little bit less. I only lost 2 Spirit Hearts in this room. Because we luckily did get some payouts, but that took me off of a half-heart interval. That was silly. Let's keep it going here. Don't really need the money, even though it would have taken us to the magic number of pennies. Keep it going. Because Gertie Jr. shouldn't really have too much of an opportunity to get in on you because you're going to slow it down so much on its trajectory. Dead. What an awful Demon Judgment payout. Game Kid? I was expecting, like, Mom's Knife or something like that. Maybe that's my problem. Is the Game Kid a boss or a devil item? I don't think it is, but... Okay, Empress card. We gotta do it. Otherwise, this fight... I mean, even still, I expect this fight is gonna take it out of me. I expect this is gonna be pretty difficult. Wouldn't be surprised to take 8 or 9 hits. But so far, he's actually not firing, like, as much as I thought he would be, which is fine by me. And we're almost through the first phase without even really facing that much in the way of adversity here. Shots are coming in. I'm just doing a little bit of dipsy doodling, and we're fine. Just keep a little bit, you know, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. It's going well. Oh, that one almost got me. We're more than halfway through the fight, and I just got hit for the first time, though. And yeah, I should pop the crystal ball just to make sure. And I can go back and get that Emperor card, and that'll give us a pretty easy fight. Oh, a pretty easy way to get to the Blue Baby fight. Maybe we are in a great position here, and I just didn't realize it. I don't know why I'm getting shot at so irregularly, though. We still took a lot of damage in this fight, probably like on the order of 5 or 6 shots, maybe 7 now. And more to come, I would imagine, by way of the fact that there's a fuck ton of these fetus babies here. Oh, fetus baby. How can you be both at once? What do we have in the form of our tarot card? Don't go into the shop. Don't go into the shop. Ah, justice. Okay, well, we got another key that's actually pretty useful, and we still got to the magic number of pennies. Believe it or not, I think we might be able to make it, might be able to make a victory out of this one. Things were looking pretty sad for a while, but we made it work. How mad would you be if I used the Emperor card to just kind of speed track my way back to that chest entrance at this point? Probably pretty mad. Alright, inside of the chest. 3 items. Yum hard. Gish, little Gish I guess I should say. And Rainbow Baby. These are bad items, but that might be totally fine, because we're about to go to the final boss fight here, and I think we're going to pull out another victory in somewhat unlikely circumstances. And in a weird way, we almost have like a little bit of an enhanced, well, not necessarily enhanced, but we have a little bit of a version of the wafer here. So whenever I get hit, I get half a crystal ball charge. The crystal ball is very, very likely to pay out with a spirit heart. This is actually scarily not going that well. Let's pick up this tarot card. Oh, that's useful. That's why I said enhanced, by the way, because sometimes the tarot cards are going to be useful. Sometimes they're not going to be useful. But sometimes they will be useful. And that devil card is one of the useful ones for sure. So we should still be able to pull this one out. More spirit hearts gives me greater leniency with respect to getting hit as well. But this is going way worse than the Isaac fight. Don't throw this one away. You've got a very comfortable victory if you just put a little bit of effort into dodging. There we go. Like so. And just keep it up. We're in the final phase. At this point, even if I was a total slacker with respect to dodging, I really don't see Blue Baby coming out of this one with a victory. And I'm pretty impressed with how we did in this run. It was largely a result of the Crystal Ball showing up, to be honest with you. Crystal Ball and that Bloody Penny type arcade that allowed us to gamble like crazy and turn a lot of our red hearts into spirit hearts. Turns out we probably had just a little bit more than enough to make it happen. And here we go. Maybe we could get a teleportation card and then do it all over again. Pop another devil card. We could pop the Joker card. There we go. You know, we've already won. I thought maybe if we took Brimstone we would actually die. Please tell... Oh, shit. I gotta make my way back to the boss room now. Alright, and of course, also, for whatever reason, Brimstone appears to be doing literally 0 damage. So this is me being cocky, and it has become a terrible mistake. Maybe we'll still be able to pull out a victory here, though. I thought when we walked out of that deal with the Devil Room, we just walked back into the boss room, but actually we walked back into the spawn. A little silly. At least I have permanent Polaroid invincibility and the crystal ball still, so don't let anybody tell you that I took the easy way out on this run. If there's enemies with bombs, which there are here, I would very much like it if they could blow open this door for me. That would make my life substantially easier. Oh my god. Super Lust is too fast. Why are my shots doing so little damage, by the way? Did I miss something there? Oh good, the secret room. Oh, okay. That could be an important tarot card if it's the Emperor card. Please don't lose this one. I'm actually a little frightened. We'll see what's in that secret room. It could be greed. Could be a free item. Mr. Boom doesn't really do too much for me, I think. The tower doesn't do too much for me either. Don't really need that money. Okay, moving on then. This should be a relatively easy room. I guess maybe my tears never did that much damage individually on this run, but because of my rate of fire, it was pretty good. That compensated for it. Oh, shit. Okay. Don't throw this away. Oh, we can't even open that. Do I still have the Yum Heart back there? I should go back and pick up the... Oh, it doesn't even work because I'm rolling entirely on Spirit Hearts now. Oh, biggest throw 2014. That was not a Brim Snap. If it was accidental. I'm playing this one true because I think it's kind of funny, the situation that we've ended up in. I mean, I find it kind of funny. Find it kind of sad. The runs in which I'm dying are the most fun I've ever had. Now, of course, the one time we need Spirit Hearts more than Tarot Cards, we can't get them. Come on. Oh. Carry on, Queen. Now we're sharing the same dream. No, seriously, I needed the Hierophant card there desperately. That probably takes me to a better place. And if I stay too long, I'll probably break down and cry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Brimstone Y. Oh, that was concerning. The Super Lust is fucking quick, man. I mean, the Super Lust may or may not be fucking Quick Man from the Mega Man franchise, but I've always thought they had a thing going on like me and Mrs. Jones. Now, we will get a Crystal Ball charge after the next room, but that doesn't matter. It's almost maybe okay if we get hit on the next room as long as we generate a Spirit Heart out of it. What a mixed up run. You're dead. Bombs. Penny. Good. Wouldn't want a Spirit Heart just out of the goodness of your heart. This theoretically should be an easy room. And I'm not Brim Snapping. You can watch it. I know some people are going to be like, he's Brim Snapping to protect his pride. Man, I have no fucking shame. If we died on this run, that would be like the best thing that ever happened to my channel from an analytics standpoint. I just can't bring myself to like, forcibly allow suicide here just for the sake of entertainment. There we go. Crystal Ball. Perfect time to pay out with a Spirit Heart. We still won. What a weird one, though. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a lot. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.